Hello everyone, this is Thor Young with Bear Bull Traders, and I would like to do a recap on my IQ trade for you today. Today was an unusual day for me at the Open. We had a lot of stocks on our watch list, which made me happy, but I was actually pretty upset when I sat down because I had one of my auto triggers from the prior day didn't close out correctly, and it ended up putting me in a position overnight, and I ended up down about $150 when I logged in this morning on MU. So I was a little upset. I had to close that off right at the Open. MU took a real big dump afterwards, and so was pretty upset about that. But we're here to trade, so I had to really focus in and make sure I was getting into something good. And IQ had my attention, and I'll show you what I did. By the time I ended up my day, I did end up back all the way at my profit target. Actually ended up having a real strong trading day today. But had to channel Kurt that you guys all listen to, which is, when you're down and you've got the red going on, you can't be obsessed about that. You just have to close your eyes, focus, clean your head for a minute, and then sit down and get to work. So that's what I did here. So IQ up on our 1 minute here. At 9:30 it opened, and it opened up real strong, and it found this price level at $17. As you can see, it hit it, pulled back to VWAP, held it, hit it again to the penny, came back and pulled back. So this for me is an ascending triangle pattern in this opening range for a break of the high of the opening range, right? So I was really excited about this. When it pulled back, I took an entry here at 1691. Stop out was the break of VWAP, and I went ahead and got a couple of nice partials all the way up. Unfortunately, after that, IQ dumped, came back down, got to my break-even point, and I went ahead and stopped out because I was expecting it to come all the way back down and close this out. So in the amount of time it took to do that, I also noticed that IQ came right down to this moving average and then pulled right back up through it. And then it was kind of teetering on VWAP, back and forth on VWAP. So I already had about $120 locked in off of this. I took 1,000 shares here. So I had already locked in a pretty decent amount of money on this trade. So I thought to myself, this is going to be a nice little spot to try and get in here to go back up. So I went ahead and there's two fills here. That's actually just because it was a market fill, and it kind of split a little bit because I filled it as it was pulling back to the average again. Got my fill, and then subsequently popped up, took a partial above VWAP just to make sure I got a little bit of profit locked in, because you're already talking, I'm in at an average of, I think it was like 1681. So my stop out was again 5 cents at most. So even by just this pop here, I'd already hit my a decent RVR, and then I partialed as we went up all the way to here. So as you can see, I got partials on my 5-minute chart. You can see I have partials all the way up to about 1786, and I'm currently still in the position now, holding to see if I can get back up above high a day. I'd like to get $18 out of at least. I've got about 20% of my shares left in. I'd like to get to $18 on 10% of it. And if you look up here on my daily, we've got all the way up here at about 1808. We've got this previous close, so I think I'll probably try and get out the rest of it probably around 1810. So anyway, that's my recap on IQ. Just kind of testament that when you're sitting down, even if you're starting off negative on the day, or if your first trade doesn't work out, it's not the end of your day. You just need to regroup, focus on your strategies, and get back to work. So I hope everyone's having a great day. I hope everybody's staying green. Thanks.